Let's see. This is the Alienist episode 1x3. Hey, girl. Oh, you can't have it. She wants some food. Okay, girl. No, sorry, girl. Good girl. Alright, I gotta go film this now. I'm gonna watch the Alienist. Wanna watch with me? Wanna watch with me, girl? But you can't have any food though. Can't really watch. No food. Watching the Alienist episode 3. Brand new day. Let's make a. I'm gonna fill this card. Maximum. I got a new 128 gigabyte card, so I can go film forever. At least the whole season. I can film a whole season's worth without ever stopping. So I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, what happened last time on the Alienist? Oh yeah, John Moore was ravaged by a bunch of boy whores in a very awkward and horrifying scene. It kind of looks. It's like It's kind of like if Peter Pan ran a whorehouse called the Lost Boys. Gives a whole new meaning to the word Lost Boys, doesn't it? Traumatize you for life. And John Moore, yeah, that's him. He's now gonna recover from that. No way. No way. But looks like he's gonna be having some fun tonight. I don't know. Huh. I don't know. I mean, no, any way you put it. I don't want to know what he's gonna look like when he comes out of that. Oh yeah, and I think Sherlock Holmes, or aka Dr. Kravitz, okay, Chrysler. That's Chrysler. He assembled the Avengers team of detectives, including Miss Howard, Sarah Howard. It's a weird name. Aren't those both first names usually? Miss Sarah Howard and John Moore, the two brothers, Isaacson brothers, Louise, and something else. Oh, and that guy found a girlfriend too. A lot of the sex in this show is very visceral, very in your face. Just nasty. You know, just hump. They don't paint a pretty picture at all. There's no romantic interlude. There's no candlelight dinners and flowers. It's just, let's go. We just cut to it, as you would put, smash cut to sex, and then smash cut out of sex. It just, bam, it just hits hard. I don't know. You get the point. But it looks like Mrs. Howard is quite taken with our main guy a little bit. I think he's the only guy who's actually treated her like a equal in what is the word? Not equality. He treated her like a he treated her. And she would treat any one of the other guys on his team. She's not the help, the secretary, so to speak. Well, she's a secretary, but she's not like the help. Just that she's actually part of the team, and she's an equal partner of the team, so to speak. It's the way he treats people, but he treats everyone like that, which is I think what people end up expecting about him is that he sees everyone as human beings, regardless of their stature or their rank in the world. He tries to treat everybody equally. Rank in the world, gender, anything like that. He's pretty damn even. Oh, and the guy has made his next mark with his next victim. So let's go, cause I'm really getting into this one right now. Let's do this. The Alienist episode 3. I can't believe I'm watching next one. All right.
We found this.
That's some food.
A bloody finger mark.
I've read about this.
What is my role?
Oh yeah, fingerprint.
In all of this?
Mr. Van Bergen,
Besides the obvious.
your son is known to have frequented the disorderly house where the boy worked.
He's trying to fan away the problems.
What about the Moore fellow?
I don't think he's going to be talking to nobody about his little visit to Paris's Hall. Not if he cares about his good standing in the community.
You're right about his
Is that what they were trying to do?
He won't be sitting down for a week.
I knew that. They didn't want to kill him. They just want to screw him. I love this opening theme song. It's so the disorientation.
How do you feel?
How did I get here?
You have young Stevie to thank for that.
I met Sally. They were friends, the two of them. Gloria, Giorgio,
Look in the eyes.
was well liked, she said. It's not what you think.
What do we think?
You think I told you. I don't remember.
Captain Connor, long last a city ex-policeman can be proud of. You think sticking medals on roundsmen with ne'er a hair in their ball sack is going to earn the respect of the department? I want to give out medals, Commissioner. I know men who are deserving. Sir.
Can you shoot?
My father taught me when I was just about your age.
It's always the father.
Is that you, John?
Yeah.
Morning, Gran.
In a position to introduce you to the right young lady. Oh, so sweet.
Nothing for now. But if we find a second print, it may tell us whether it belongs to the same man.
What about the Santarelli boy? Could the killer have left prints on his body or clothing?
With the amount of blood he shed, it's highly likely.
Let me see. Santarelli, Giorgio. Here we are. Well, I'll be damned.
Dr. Chrysler, this is evidence of
So
corruption.
the body was taken from the morgue by who?
Indeed.
Harrison.
He's a doctor.
It's the killer. Is that
I
foreshadowing?
used to play bridge with your father. I wrote him a note when your poor brother was drowned.
I am terribly frightened of the sea.
The water was innocent, Madeline.
It's Caroline.
The dentist herbal now. Is that one of his drawings? Is that his father?
I remember something. There was a window. I saw it from across the street. It was too high to jump. There was no fire escape. Sally said that even though Giorgio didn't have wings, he flew away. I'm quite certain you remember the contents of my billfold.
Let's go with me or I'll scream.
Don't mind my friend. All we want is to speak with you. Do your clients always expect you to dress as girls?
We do things real girls don't do.
How do you know which ones won't hurt you?
When you've been working in this business as long as I have, you know who to trust.
That doesn't really help though. It doesn't tell us it doesn't tell us how we can tell who can be
Thank you,
trusted.
Sally. You've been great help.
See you around.
We still don't know how he vanished from that room.
Forget for a moment how you vanished. Why? Was he forced or did he go of his own accord? We've always assumed he was killed, then left on the bridge. What if he was alive when he arrived there?
Why would he willingly go to his death?
Because he went with someone he trusted.
God created life, but God also created murder. And if you're trying to figure out a reason why, you're going to drive yourself mad. Please, Dr. Tom. I
Why?
want to know what it feels like to murder a man.
Oh, is that what he's asking?
Because I remember every moment. I remember the blood.
It felt
I
good.
remember the most.
It felt good.
It's a feeling of pleasure that it gave me.
It's ink.
Afraid I've ruined it.
There's been another one.
If you see the police, you have to decide to let me know.
Okay.
Let me know. I'm there, boy.
Okay.
I love his team. So cool. So
5 children. They were found in a water tank. Up on a roof.
That's what Chrysler said.
There was Benjamin there.
Larry Morton, the paper stated his body was hidden on the Brooklyn Bridge.
Sorry. She got something. What? What is it? What is it?
Heights. He's attracted to heights.
Yeah, I
The
noticed
rooftop water
that.
tank.
A view of water.
The Zweig's were hidden. Morton boy too.
He's no longer hiding his victims. He's moved on. Evolved.
Evolved to what?
Without sufficient light, but we must try. That fingerprint could prove invaluable.
Oh boy. All in what high?
Watch out! Run away!
On his table. In what capacity? He's no longer a chief. book.
Must be informed about this.
Investigation is well in hand, Captain. For a man who's retired, Chief, we're certainly seeing a lot here.
Yeah, I know, as I was thinking too. Oh, that's way too close.
What are you doing here? I gave no instruction for you to come here. Have Cyrus take you.
Thank you, Mary. I assure you, the impression of a poor boy slaughtered like an animal will remain fresh, if not indelible.
Is the child's terror essential to the killer's experience?
Laszlo, please.
Only on the assumption that there's some meaning to his actions.
Yes. Certainly a beggar is motivated to steal a piece of bread because he's hungry. But why does our killer do what he does?
Understanding. The man murders children for pleasure.
Then ask yourself why you seek the companionship of strangers. Because you enjoy it? Or are you solving a wound? Your broken engagement, your father's disapproval, your brother's death.
Whatever I'm doing, I'm not butchering children.
Miss Howard, how did you cope with your father's suicide?
Sarah, that does not require a response.
What a question to ask.
John indulges himself with drink. What do you do?
Chrysler, that's quite enough!
Miss Howard, if she wants to be of aid here, must confront her feelings because we all, in some manner, protect ourselves from psychological and emotional pain by taking action to craft fantasies of revenge, of power, of sexual gratification. So what is it, Miss Howard? What is your opiate?
This is insufferable. Come on, Sarah. We don't have to listen to this.
Go on then. Both of you.
There's a chance to be one of the team, man. He's asking a
Come
straight up
back when you're
question.
able to look inside yourselves.
They're gonna have to share their deepest regrets and feelings and all that in order to solve this. Shouldn't say anything. Yeah, that's the Dakota fan, I know. Yeah. She says so much. Oh crap. I love his. Oh man, it's getting intense. I love his seething anger underneath there.
We're not free to ask questions, but he's free to go mucking around in our personal lives.
It's around the surface, just boiling there.
He asked about your father.
And she does so well with no words at all. She just, her eyes were lit up, man. And she's only emotional in her face.
Personal, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm afraid what he said might be right.
Even if it is, it does not excuse his impertinence.
We have to let go to comfort, man. We gotta say these
Tell me
words.
about Mary. That was more than reprimanding a servant.
She burned her father to death.
Whoa.
You're not serious.
On the contrary, it took her several attempts to set him alight.
He was embarrassed to show his concern in front of us. It caused him to become angry.
My God, they're beginning to sound just like.
Yeah, she does.
You're not.
I'm afraid the both of us are.
You can be quite amusing when you want to be, John.
Wait. The book. His drawing book. Oh, short. 43 minutes. Why should we so want to get through it then? Alright, damn, that was so good. That was a great episode. And there comes a time in every season, in a show, when you start a new show, there comes a moment in, let's say, a couple episodes in, usually 2 or 3 episodes, and probably about the 3rd episode or 4th, there comes a moment in the episode where everything hits the right spot, and suddenly you know what the show's about, and you just go, whoa, this is amazing. This was the episode. Episode 3 is the moment when you know whether you're going to be watching the show or not. If that moment didn't hook you at the end with all of them in that same room and all the things going on with them at that moment, then maybe a different show is for you. But that got me right there. Just they were all on fire. Who is the guy playing the main character? I know I've seen him before, but I don't know where. He's good. He's really good. They're all good. They're all on fire right now. I was Dakota fan's best moment of the series so far. Was the way her eyes looked when he asked her that personal question, and she was already on the verge of tears. There's so much going on in those eyes. You have no idea. What does she do to get past her struggles and whatnot? Dr. Kreiser is dangerous as a psychiatrist, alienist. My apologies. He is as an alienist. He is very, very, very dangerous, because when he gets mad, he can tear into your soul. He gets, and then he can't. He's a very complicated guy. What is it that sets him off? Because his kind of anger is a seething notion. He won't attack you physically, but he gets in your head, drives you crazy, makes you feel things, makes you go. Even if he keeps talking for a little bit longer, he would have had you on the ground crying like a baby. I don't know what this whole deal with him and the Lady Mary is, but there's a big relationship there. Something. Each of those people he has with him are damaged in some way, or they are. Well, it looks like each of those people are people who have been damned by society. I think it tells you a lot about a person by the company he hangs out with. Now that you know more about them, it shows that he himself is damaged in society. People, he doesn't have anybody, no relationship anyway. But those are the people he keeps company with. Kind of like Sherlock Holmes. All the brilliant minds of the world, those either, I don't know, at least those two guys were very much loners. Didn't really have much use for people. He surrounds himself with the company of outcasts, people who were also thrown out by society. Cyrus is a murderer who almost got hanged for his crimes of passion. I think he was trying to kill someone. He killed somebody for hurting his Mary Jane, probably, or whatever that picture was. And he saved him. And Mary was a mute who was taken early on when she burned her father alive, for reasons we do not know, or the aftermath of what that brought about. And the boy Stevie, who knows what that guy is? I'm gonna guess he's some kind of he's pretty fast on his feet. So I'm gonna go with some kind of megalomaniac thief or something. You can't stop stealing stuff, or he's a pathological liar. I don't know. But he has them all doing work with him. But they're all outcast people who are on the fringe of society. I think, because he believes himself to be, or he is as well. He associates with that kind of people. So why does he solve these cases? I'm starting to see where this is going. That the closer they get to solve, the further they get into solving this case. Yeah, the closer they get to solving the case, the more personal information gets dug up about them, because his way of finding the killer. In order to find the killer, you have to know more about. You have to understand the killer, and that means they have to understand themselves, and be able to connect to him. And a lot of personal shit are gonna be dug up, and they won't be able to solve it until they can start putting away their own personal gripes and whatnot, and just talk and admit freely about what's going on. I guess. Powerful episode, fantastic shit. I love how we get to know so much more about Chrysler through the company he keeps. You don't always have to talk to the person. You can always look at his room, right? Look at his people he hangs out with. Tells you so much about the kind of person he is. Shows you what he invests his time in. In his room, does he have posters of certain characters, or bands? Is he into music, or what? What does he invest his money into? And what kind of company does he keep? Tells you more than you ever need to know about a person. Of course, you can never know everything, and they can always surprise you, but that tells you a lot. I like how they're each finding each of them has issues that they're dealing with, and they're slowly going to be bringing it to light throughout the season. I cannot wait. It looks so good. Another boy dead. Another one drops. Another one bites the dust, and the commissioner was helping him this time, but they managed to get away with it. Chief Bond is highly suspicious. All those cops are kind of helping to keep the murderers business going. Actually, they're not doing this. They're not really doing a good job of closing things down. They're just telling people to keep away. They're trying to hide and bury the secrets rather than trying to help our guys. So they are alone in trying to stop. And just like he himself, Dakota Fanning's character Howard feels, I think, alone as well in that world. Not just because she's a lady in the police department, but because her as a character, as we find out, she's a bit broken from her own history, just like him, which we will have yet to find out about. We don't know all the details about the Benjamin and Sophia case, the Zweig kids, but we do know now that the villain likes heights for some reason. It has something to do with what he does, and he's involved from a water tank hiding the victims to displaying them out in the open. Perhaps clues if he wants to be caught. We'll find out into the next episode of Alienist.